I know it's been a little late. Well, by the time this is out, it's a normal day, Sunday, that we have these tournaments, but I was late and very close to not being able to make this tournament, guys. But I'm here. We're here. Here we are. The next big tournament, Sauna Surprise. Well, it's technically the last Slice of Life tournament until the Shadow Riders and another thing happens. So, let's get straight into it. Brand new character. Brand new character I've made just for this tournament. A student not many knew about. Not even himself. He doesn't even know where he came from. But we will get to that. Excuse me, I need a drink of water. We will get to that in a later tournament date. For now, he is taking. This is his name. He took on, by the way. This is Noon Scepter. Now, make up what you will of his name, but his name is spelled Noone. Noon Scepter. Nothing is basically known about him, but I can tell you, he's a very good duelist. He has never lost in any of the challenges the students have given him. So, get ready for him. That's all I gotta say. Whoops, wrong way. Howard X. Miller. Yes, I brought him into the fray. He was hired. Well, technically, he's the lawyer of Schmaden Schmooky, who is obviously the leader of a cult organization that is secretly running the school. But we'll get into more of that later. He's a proficient duelist at milling and decking out students. That is what he's there for. When there's a student that's causing a problem, he is hired by Schmaden Schmooky to go deal with it as his lawyer in his place. Because Schmaden doesn't have time for this nonsense. Kaiba Man, the main man of the tournament. Obviously, Kaiba Man, he was in the Sauna episode and he defeated Jaden, and that was actually the last time Jaden lost in the anime before he lost to Aster. That was the last time he lost in season 1. And then he lost to Aster, and then he didn't lose again for a long time until, debatably, I know it didn't actually show up, but I'm assuming he lost to the King of Games, the Pharaoh, at the end of GX. Regardless, here's Kaiba Man. I'm really excited. He basically has Chancellor Kaiba X's deck. So, with a few improvements. We'll see how it goes. And obviously, I'm not going to show the characters that are returning. So, the other one I have that's here is Kebachet. You remember Kebachet? Well, she has a few deck upgrades. There's not really much to say about her other than she's still looming the loss of her father, even if he was an evil psychopath god, basically, of ancient Egypt. You know, she just likes to have fun. She does brag about her 2 tournament titles, but she does say she made some great friends along the way, and that's why she never tried to take over the world. We were friends with Casey and the rest of them, so she's fine. Aha, here you are. And my 5th character, the Chaz. That's right, the Chaz now. He prefers to go by the Chaz, and he is promoted by Vice Chancellor Crowler, Professor Crowler, to exterminate these pests that have been causing problems to Crowler. Now that Crowler has been punished by Chancellor Kaiba X, Crowler has more pressure on him than ever to make do and defeat these little slackers. So, that's why the Chaz is here. Yes, he's using his Ojama deck now, and he's been promoted to Obelisk Blue. He was a Slifer Red Slacker before this, so it's the reverse of the anime. He went from blue to red in the anime, and now he's going from red to blue. So he's become his pompous self from the first 10, 11-ish episodes, 12-ish episodes of GX. All right. And now we are getting into Jimmy Jim's group. Miku. All right, here's the lore. Miku has now decided to work at the amusement park that she, helped create. She decided to use her space magic to make a new deck that will help make people smile. Smile. Wasn't that a episode from Mob Psycho 100? The Smile guy. Remember that? That was like in the first season. That was great. I love that episode. I love the first two seasons of Mob Psycho were great. After that, I really didn't care much for it. But anyway, Justice felt bad stumbling with his deck while tagging with Helena, so he decided to tweak his deck. Something's telling him that if he sticks with the light, which we'll get more on the light later, which is Schmaden's cult, he might be rewarded. That's right. I mean, he was approached. He's basically been given the task of enforcer for the light. Little does anyone know what the light even freaking is, but they're about to find out after this tournament. So, yeah, Schmaden's sending out his big boys now. Justice and Howard X. Miller, oh boy, watch out. And with Crowler cracking down now with the Chaz with his new deck, dude, this is going to be some wild crap. Something's telling Justice that if he sticks to the light, he may be rewarded. Also, he has seen that alien girl, Anya, hanging around a lot. A lot around him. So he decided to talk to her, but then she fled. That was odd. Interesting backdrop you gave him, Jamie Jams. JD was frustrated with how badly she underperformed and asked Justice to help with her deck, and he happily helped. I mean, JD's a beast. JD almost won that last tournament if they didn't start bricking. Between them and Luna, they started bricking all of a sudden for no reason. I can't describe what happened at the end of that. I mean, I may have nerfed Sadina, but he did, I admit, get lucky at the end of that tournament. They should have lost. Sorry, I got a text. Okay, sorry. Apologies. Luna. Luna, who was on that team with JD, after doing so good in the last tournament, until she bricked at the end. The deck I made for her is Beast, though. It's basically Princess Rose's deck. So that's why I'm not going to have Princess Rose in the GX series. Did so good in the last tournament. Went out and got a couple pet frogs. She even lets Justice cuddle them when he feels down. Oh, isn't that nice? Luna's such a nice girl. She deserves a broken deck like she has now. It's not broken. I'm not going to give Mitchell anything to attack. It's not at all broken. It's just a very good frog deck. Angelica. After so long, she has finally finished her mysterious machine. She has now hidden it deep in the woods, ready to activate it whenever she wants. But now she's ready for fun. She is dragging Dante out on a date. To a tournament? Great. To the sauna? A date at the sauna? Sarah, which is a brand new character from Lego Man, and we're beginning Lego Man's group. The younger sister of Igami and Lee-Go. Sarah came to the academy to find Lee-Go after he hastily left some time ago. After the discovery of Max's missing eye, she quickly ended up meeting Celia Fox, by the way, and having her lead her right to Lee. Celia promptly scolded Lee about leaving his sister all alone, while Sarah just watched and decided to use today to scope out the island and help her brother. Hope my story voice is good enough. It's a little cracked today. It's a little messed up. Diana Gray. Diana doesn't seem to be as emotional as she should be regarding recent events like the Nightmare Fuel incident. It almost seems like the her in that dream and the her out here aren't the same being. Oh crap. Are you trying to tell me something, Lego Man? Or have we talked about this? Are you saying this is not her? Haven't we talked about this? I feel like we talked about this. So that's not her. Fascinating. Okay, well, I'm interested now. Dante Asherton. Oh, I forgot to show you Sarah. That's Sarah. I apologize. That's Sarah, Lego Man's new character. But now we're getting to Dante Asherton. Dante woke up to find Angelica standing over him in his dorm room. Well, usually unnerving, but I would just kind of laugh because it's Angelica, which scared the daylights out of him. When he asked where his roommates are, she mentioned she sent them away. Her version of sending away may be sent to the shadows. And didn't elaborate any further. Yeah, they were sent to the shadows. Or the stars, since it's GX. Angelica then said the two would be going on a date together after the sauna. Oh, it's after the sauna trip? Okay. Which Dante found himself quickly agreeing to. Celia Fox. Celia decided to use today as a chance to relax and ease her stress of the sauna, since she got a confidence booster from a previous tournament performance. Yeah, she did good last tournament she was in. On her way, however, she met a young girl who was searching for her brother. Because this is Celia we're talking about, she of course agreed to help her find him right away. And that's how it happened. Hold on a second. Excuse me. Lego. Lee has been staying on the island for some time because his Millennium Necklace foresees great danger coming soon. Remember, all the items are still out except the puzzle, which was lost after the great Justice versus Yami Justice duel, the ceremonial duel of our series. However, he can't seem to get it to focus on specifics for some reason. He's never seen the necklace do this before, so he knows whatever is coming must be something really bad. On to Serenity Spider Monkey's characters, and they don't have any lore because Serenity's characters basically do their own thing. Let's just be honest. And they're as follows. Rhea Antler, Choco Kid, who by the way has a new face, a new pick. Throttle Kane, Shrew Boy, aka Tsuki, hadn't seen him in a while, and Giselle Beck, who of course is Prue's owner. Or we don't really know who the owner is in that situation. Prue's probably the owner. So those are the 5 of Serenity Spider Monkey. Now, the 5 of Mitchell Slaughter, and oh my gosh, he has some massive text. Even bigger than Lego Man's. First character, Lila Moon. During his 5-year stay on Neptunia, Melvin lived with Lila and her parents. Melvin and Lila came to see each other as cousins, and she was the first Neptunian to go to Earth properly, since the other 2 went there by accident. Now that Lila has gotten accustomed to Melvin being an Earthling, the 2 of them have decided to stop thinking of each other as cousins, and they are now a couple. This is terrifying, Mitchell. I didn't even read this ahead of time. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You just made me read that? Moving on. Zachary Chiu / Bell. 5 years ago, Zachary Bell and Tiamat's Cheers were accidentally sent. Tiamat Chiu. Why did I call her Cheers? Were accidentally sent to Earth on what was supposed to be an unnamed Neptunian ship, sent to investigate the planet. This same ship later accidentally took Melvin to Neptunia. Zachary and Tiamat both ended up at Chiu's monastery and used the Chiu surname for themselves. Oh, that explains it. Okay. Now that his twin sister has come to Earth, Zachary has revealed to the monks that he is not of this world. Well, dude, that was quite a surprise to them because the monks don't know squat in this world. They said that they were saying Chiaki would be the savior of this world. Yeah. They don't know squat. Okay, next. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm sorry. Zachary has revealed to the monks that he is not of this world and is a Neptunian. Tiamat also came clean that she is Neptunian and not actually Zachary's sister. The monks have decided that these aliens are friendly and Master Miyagi, haven't seen him in centuries, is still going to treat them as if they were his grandkids. And now he has a second granddaughter in a girl I'm about to talk about soon. But next is Melvin Gallagher, which is Melvin Neptunia. 5 years ago, Melvin stumbled upon a Neptunian spaceship and was accidentally transported to Neptunia. When he returned to Earth 5 years later, you didn't put a 2 in there, Mitchell. He had lost a lot of his memories of Earth, save for him being an orphan who had run away from an orphanage when he found the ship. Now that he's been back on Earth for a while, he has relearned his own surname, Gallagher. Oh, I see. He has a new deck meant to show that he is an Earthling, not a Neptunian. And I did change his deck correctly, Mitchell. New character for Mitchell Slaughter, Ellen Bell. Ellen Bell, a Neptunian girl and the twin sister of Zachary Chew, prefers to use her Neptunian surname on Earth rather than the surname her brother adopted here. When Melvin, Lila, Victor, and Angela went to Neptunium following the detention tournament, so Melvin could retrieve his terra firma card, Ellen decided to join them when they returned to Earth and meet up with her brother. She uses a deck with a twins theme, referencing how she and Zachary are twins. The Neptunian book she brought to Earth with her is similar to the emerald tablet that Princess Alicia has. And his last character, Avery Bond. He was quite a menace before. Avery has remained at American Academy after Alice and the others transferred to Dual Academy. Now Alice Uriel has contacted him saying mysterious things are happening at Dual Academy, such as a missing Millennium Eye. Being both Alice's love interest, and she is his, and a detective, Avery has made his way to the island out of concern for her. And that's all 5 from Mitchell Slaughter, and that confirms all our cast today, our 25 duelists. I really do hope you guys enjoy this tournament. I worked my butt off for it, and yeah, we're about to see it. Bye. Remember to like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. Channel's name's Animanga, and see you in a few minutes for the tournament. Bye.